What's up, everybody? I got something I want to show you that has been my game changer for the 2023 salt fishing season. You guys definitely need to check this out. We're talking the Yakima Bait SpinFish. 2.5 and 2.0 absolutely dominated for us this year. 2.5 right now for silvers, the 2.0 for pinks. I gotta tell you guys, the action speaks for itself. Check it. Got him!
There you go, Dad. Push on that one. He's off. You know, just reel. He's reeling there.
He's on?
Yep.
Ready to go?
You know what you're doing, man.
A good one?
Yeah.
Keeper?
Absolutely.
Oh, fish on!
Yeah, get him, man. Good one, Dad. Nice fish, Dad. This fish is a fighter. Get it? All right.
Woo! Oh, sorry, honey.
Oh, careful.
Got one?
Oh, yeah, cool. Dad's got one. Oh, yeah. I have set time to get the drag. That's what we're going to do. You sure I didn't lose him?
No, he's
going right in there. I'm going to walk right in the box. Walk right in. Nice Coho. Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I say he's a keeper.
and he's a hatchery too. But you only get one Coho in this area.
Fish on! Fish on! Fish on!
Yep, Sean, I got it. Okay.
Downringer.
You're good. What? You're good. I got him almost there, though. Doing the same thing? Yep. Same box corner. In the back.
That one's knocked out. Well timed.
Nice work, everybody.
I mean, what's not to like about that, right? Doubles were common beyond anything this year. We caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fun, and I think the big contribution to this is the action these things have in the water. They mimic a bullet of a herring trolled, right, with that spin. Paired up with a small fly like these from Olympic Tackle, I really felt like that was an extra edge while these are fishing behind a flasher, right? Coho, pinks, everything love these. I cannot wait to test these things more, but I want you guys to take a look for yourself, see what I'm talking about.
All right, everybody. We're now taking a look deeper into the SpinFish up close so you guys and everyone can see it and how we're putting this together for our salmon season this year. I have all the components. I'll run through everything here and break it fully down. But for those that may not be familiar with the SpinFish, they come in a bunch of different sizes. But for this season specifically, it's these two, a 2.5 and a 2.0, okay? The 2.0 was our absolute killer for the pink salmon, and our 2.5 is already proving for coho as we fish. They come in the single packs already rigged up. They come in double packs as well, both in the 2.0 and a double pack in the 2.5. The SpinFish, which is so cool in the way that it not only spins like a little bullet cut plug herring style roll, you have a chamber in the middle, and that chamber allows you to fill it with your baits, your scents. Water can go through and disperse everything out the back of the lure. So that 2.5 is this color right here, in that Misty River, which is a great one. But the way we were rigging these things up, truly, I'll start with the 2.0. So a number 2 hook, a number 1, and a glow bead in the middle. Then we had a spacer bead and an Olympic tackle fly. A little bearing bead on top, and then you thread down the SpinFish of choice, rig it up, and I always put a little snap swivel just to make it to where I could clip it to the Dodger and change color super easy. That's it. No bait, no scent needed with the pinks, and this just continued to absolute hammer throughout the season. For the pink salmon, this was probably the number 1 color that we had, was the pink and white with the sparkle. You can see that that fly has seen better days and is barely holding on. But that thing probably caught 100 plus fish this season alone. Now, we always would retie hooks every trip just because that leader does get pretty beat up. But this thing absolutely fished like a champ. Now, when I'm talking, and I'll spin it over here. When I'm talking the Olympic tackle flies, right? You can check them out here. I'll put a link below as well. But these are the flies. They're really, really well made with a head. Looks just like a little tiny bait fish. UV in the patterns, glow in the patterns. And they are a phenomenal way to add a little bit of flash and color to the presentation without really any weight. So I've been really happy with playing around with this and kind of dumb luck discovering how well it worked, because it was out of this world how much these fish just loved that setup for the pinks. Now, when we're going to the silvers, like I said, we're bumping this up. We're going the 2.5 route, and we're going a little bit beefier. Okay, so this is a 2-aught hook, a glow bead in the middle, and then another 2-aught hook, another stacker bead, and just a larger Olympic tackle fly, another bearing bead, and then the SpinFish. That's what you get in the water, is that bullet roll, and you have this behind it dancing around. So it really does create an attractor pattern. This color combo here did really well the last weekend we were out. And again, with it rigged on the line, it's really cool when you pop this open, put your stuff in. This is free swinging. And then all you have to do is just get it back and you're fishing. So even if a fish absolutely thrashes around in the boat and breaks these two components loose, it's not destroyed. It's a nice feature that this ends up being able to be so easy to put back together. And then you're fishing. Color-wise with Coho, you can obviously play around attractor patterns like that one. You can get more into specific baitfish mimics. This is a very close coloration I tried to make to the purple haze in a squid color. I got some Hypervis tape on the SpinFish itself for a little bit more added attraction. I got the white UV and everything else with glow. So this one did really well first thing in the morning. And again, 2.5, you can add eye dots and other things as target focal points. You could even go as much as just to go plain silver for a bait fish. But those Olympic tackle flies, this is their mini squid, flare out, and it really gives a nice contrast with a lot of extra flash for attraction. So that's really the breakdown of how simple this is, but I'm going to show you right now how I rig one of these up, and then we'll show you a couple alternatives that you can use if you don't have access to these Olympic tackle flies. They are available at some of our shops locally, but you can also order them online. So what we're going to do, here's a 3.0 size, which is just one size bigger than the 2.5, right? I'll put them comparative together. That's the herring aid, which I think this 3.0 is a good size if you have a little bit bigger bait fish, want to give a little bit bigger profile, truly trying to see what the fish want to tell you they want and go from there. So I'm going to take a pre-rigged leader that I already have together. This has a number 2/0 and a 3/0. These are the owner herring hooks. The first thing I do is take a spacer bead. You could also do a stacked bead if you don't have a spacer one. We're going to take our Olympic tackle fly. I'm going to give this just a little spurse of color with the orange and the pink. Then you need a bearing bead on top of the fly. Going with a UV radical glow. Now rigging these are really straightforward. There's a hole in the back here. And then you can choose at the top version end whether you want it on the left or the right side. I've always run them on the left, but going on the right side is not a bad deal. It just gives it a different spin. And what you're left with is that right there. An absolute killer color combination. Can really definitely be customized to whatever you want, but I think that is going to just absolutely kill it. Now I could have even gone with the darker fly to change that up, or stayed all green. I think that'll fish very well just in itself. Now when I say alternatives, right, these Olympic tackle flies, if you get them, they have been my go-tos. But what if you don't? You can also use the Ace High Juniors. These little small flies work really well as well. How about small 1.5 to 2 inch mini squid skirts? I stick a stack bead inside of them so it really flares the squid skirt out and allows then the bearing bead on top and up against the hook shank to really have freedom of movement and not lay over. But something like that in a small squid can also be super, super good. You guys just got to figure out which one and what you want to do to really get your color patterns and combos ironed out, because you have things like specific bait fish colors. Here's a blue silver. There's the black and silver, right? Then you have the plain silvers that you see up here, some with some more colors built into them. And then there's the attractor patterns, which are completely super bright colors or off productive colors as well. And if you want to see where they're located at your local tackle store, just check them out and ask for the variety that they have. So Coho and Pink Salmon, absolutely destroyed and loved the SpinFish. I hope you guys can try them out this year as well and see how well they can work for you.